Hello everyone. Um, this is a different kind of video than I usually do, and I will admit I am very nervous, but I really felt the call to share this with you all. Most of my life I have dealt with my mental health. I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with anxiety, I've dealt with PTSD, and I've dealt with agoraphobia. Through the years of raising my 5 kids, I fought against those things a lot. It was never easy, especially the anxiety and the agoraphobia. I had to fight through those things to do things that normal parents do. Going to band concerts, Christmas plays, parent-teacher conferences. Those were all a struggle for me, but I did it. For each and every one of my kids, I did it. But then my kids grew up and they moved out. And they had started having their own family. In some cases, most of my kids live, 45 minutes to as far as 2.5 hours away. And I kind of lost my purpose. I've spent most of my adult life as a stay-at-home mom. And now I was just a stay-at-home. And I let myself sink into the agoraphobia and the anxiety and the depression. I let myself sink into it. And it got so bad that I spent a couple years basically hiding out in my bedroom. I rarely left my bedroom, even rare that I left the house. I no longer saw any point in fighting against it. It was hard. I was tired. I just stopped fighting it. But then a special little guy came into my life. My grandson, Emmett. He was 2.5 months old, and he needed me. And I had purpose again, but I still struggled. I spent 2 years in my bedroom. Leaving it was not going to be easy. And I remembered something that a therapist I had seen for many years, but wasn't at the time, had told me that the best way to get past my anxiety and my agoraphobia is to desensitize myself to it. And he suggested I go to church. He told me it didn't matter if I believed what the church believed or not, just go to church. It will help to desensitize you to being around groups of people. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. I mean, I have to do something because eventually Emmett's going to be in school and I'm going to have to be going to those parent-teacher conferences and Christmas shows and band banquets, and I'm going to have to do all that again. Ball games. I mean, how am I going to do that if I'm still afraid to leave my room? So I told my husband I wanted to start going to church, and he suggested the church that his parents and his sister's family went to, and so we went. It wasn't easy for me at first. I'd been to churches before, and had bad experiences, so I was reluctant. But I went past it, and I went, and I did it because I needed to be able to leave the house for my grandson. And then one Sunday, something happened that changed everything. I don't remember what the sermon was about that day, but I remember feeling like this fog had just lifted off of me, and I could suddenly see things clearly. And it was amazing because I didn't even know I was in the fog. I didn't even know I was in the fog until it cleared, and it was like, wow. And suddenly I just knew. I spent 42 years of my life denying God, denying Jesus Christ, telling myself they're not real. And if they are real, well, they're not all that loving. And suddenly I knew I had spent 42 years of my life being wrong. Not only are they real, but they love me. And I walked out of the service that day a new woman, someone completely different than I was before. I suddenly saw the world through clear eyes, with a clear head. The fog of lies I had lived in was gone, and there was peace. There was peace in my heart like I had never felt before, because I knew that I could talk to God and have a personal relationship with him, and he would hear me, and he would love me, and he would help hold me up even when things get hard, because they do. Being a Christian doesn't mean there aren't hard times. It just means you have someone on your side to help you through those hard times, and that brought me so much joy and so much peace and just this calmness that had never been part of my life before. And it was absolutely amazing. And now, not only do I enjoy Sunday services, but I enjoy Wednesday night Bible studies. I enjoy when we have prayer meetings. I enjoy being around my church family. I love them. I feel loved by them. I feel loved by God, and I love him, and I want to share this with the world. I want everyone to know this, not because I think I should cram my beliefs down someone's throat, but because God, he has brought me so much joy and so much peace in my life. I want everyone to feel this. I want everyone to know this. And let me tell you, I've never been that excited about anything. I've never felt the desire to share anything personal with anyone. I am even still, I tend to be a very private person. But I needed to share this with you guys today. I needed to share my testimony. And I needed to tell you about the amazing change in my life. God put a little boy in my life that needed me, because he knew that I needed the little boy just as much, and where this was going to lead me. And it has led me to so much happiness and joy. And I really hope that you guys stayed and you watched this entire message. If you have and you want to talk, or you have any questions, feel free to look me up on Instagram and send me a message. I am happy to talk to anyone. There is a link on my homepage here on YouTube, and I will put a link down below as well to my Instagram. And, feel free. And thank you for watching this. Thank you for letting me share this with you. This amazing change that has happened. I love you guys. And I will see you again and maybe talk to you later. Goodbye, everyone.